my videos here, but I just thought I would pop in and say hello. It says your connection's unstable, so if it goes in and out, I'm sorry about that. So I just wanted to talk to you guys to see who out there wants to be an actor. There are people out there, and you might be one of them, that's sitting there at home thinking, all my life I've just wanted to be an actor, but I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. I don't know how to begin this whole process. I don't know what to do. I understand. And you also might have gone to college for something else, and you might be working your job and raising your family, but something inside you is saying, God, I just really wish I could be an actor, because I've always wanted to do that, but I never had the support to do that, and nobody in my family was ever an actor. I don't do that. And I don't think that they would even think it was a reasonable idea. You know, I mean, I have bills to pay. I don't know what to do, right? Or you went to college for theater and you graduated with a master's in theater, but you really don't know how to get into TV and film still. This is a common scenario. Hi, everybody. I'm here to answer questions live in YouTube. Isn't this an amazing opportunity to have a platform where I can actually help you? But I was just talking about so many actors who, like people who want to be actors in life, but they don't know how to start or where to go or what to do. I get tons of emails from people that write to me and they say, you know, please help me. This is my dream. I need your advice. I don't know. Can you look at my resume? Can you look at my demo reels? Can you tell me what I'm doing right? Can you tell me what I'm doing wrong? How do I find auditions? How do I meet casting directors? What do I need to do to get representation? These are all amazing questions. And what I want to do is help you do that. So I've been giving you really amazing content for years on YouTube, teaching you how everything works in this business. And if you go through those videos and take notes, you're going to learn a hell of a lot. But what about working with me one-on-one? Like one-on-one. You talk to me. We discuss your career. I tell you what you could do, what steps you can take, what materials you need, what agents want to hear, what they want to see from you, and what you need to do to become an actor on television and film. That's what I want to do for you. And so I've set up numerous ways to do that, okay? Talent Managers for Actors. That's a Facebook group I created. How many of you have heard of it? Talent Managers for Actors is free, and you can just go in there. There's agents and managers giving advice to everybody, actors all over the world. And you can ask questions and people will help you. If you want to work with me in a more in-depth way, one-on-one, where I'm looking at your materials and we're talking about your career, where you're going to live, where you're going to train, does your demo reel look okay? What headshots should you use? What is your type? Then you should work with me in my private Facebook group. You can take my class called Hollywood Winner's Circle. It's an online course. And you can also join my private Facebook group, my mentorship group. It's a monthly group that I can work with you one-on-one and help you so that you're not freaking confused. So I wanted to, Teflon, we have a consultation. I'm looking forward to it. So I'm going to answer any questions you have about the business, about agents, about managers, about anything, auditions, casting directors, your acting work, anything you want to know right now. I'll be here for 15 minutes and I'll help you with whatever you want to ask. So let me look through your questions and let me just say hello to Montez, Henderson, Cynthia Hernandez, Catherine, JR, Mary Leone, Jada, Keisha, Ricky Bott, Elizabeth, Pilot Charmaine. You a pilot? I don't know. Catherine, Jeremiah, Kevin, Athea, so many amazing people. Welcome, welcome. I'm happy to be of service to you guys. Tell me what's going on. See, you guys are catching me live, but if you go to my private Winner's Circle, it's called the Winner's Inner Circle. And I'm in there every single day. You can talk to me every day of your life. If you like the content I've been giving you, and if you want to be around my positive energy and the information, the massive amount of information I know, and I have created such a clear path to success. So it's because I've had actors for years that I've taken from nothing. They've started with 0 credits, and then they've worked on television and film in major television shows on every network there is. So what I teach actors to do is exactly what agents and managers do. I'm not inventing the wheel. I'm just telling you what we do so that you can do it and have the same results. You know, so instead of trying to catch me live, because I don't go live very often here, obviously, go to my private Facebook group, Winners Inner Circle, join my monthly membership. It's like, I think, $19 a month or something. And you can have personal mentorship with me on a daily basis, weekly, monthly, forever. Okay. That's my suggestion to you, because I really am against actors trying to figure this business out on their own. It takes years and years and years, and there's 1,000 people out there that are trying to tell you, do this, do that, do this, and 99% of them have never been agents or managers, so they don't know what they're talking about. Oh, I love hair. You can thank my black daddy and my white mama for this. I love it. Okay, so here, let's ask some of your great questions, okay? So would a free acting class be credible for my resume? Nobody cares about whether the class was free or not. You put it on your resume if you take the class, okay? What you want to do is take classes that make you work and learn how to be a great actor. That's what you really need to focus on. What's your advice for aspiring TV and film actors? Well, I have a lot of advice. That's a very complicated question, okay? When an actor starts out, they need training. Lots of acting training. On-camera classes, scene study classes, improv classes, audition training, and you practice that 3-4 days a week. Then you can start submitting yourself. Right now it says this connection's unstable, so I don't know if I'm losing you guys. Okay. Then you start submitting yourself for all kinds of student films and short films on Backstage and Actors Access. And you need acting clips for that. And you need headshots for that. But you can't just go take pictures. Headshots they're tricky. Headshots are very complicated to get headshots that get you auditions, because you have to know your type and you have to get headshots that match it. You can't just take pretty pictures or pose, because that's modeling. Acting is very different. So my advice is learn how the business works, learn how to do all these things, take my course to learn how to do these things, work with me to help you through those things so that you can actually get an agent or manager, submit yourself, meet casting directors, know what to do in auditions, and work as an actor. I'm not talking about building a star. I'm talking about building an actor who works in TV and film, like you really lived the life. I want you to be on set. I want you to have your honey wagon where you get to sit there and like snap some Instagram photos and be like, I'm on set, bitches. And you get to go work on set in front of the camera and do your craft. I want to help you do that. But there's a difference between the dream and the reality of doing it. You know, if you have a dream with no plan, that's just a wish. You know, that's like an idea. Oh, maybe but if you have a plan that you can execute and they're realistic steps and you take them one day at a time, you will move in the right direction and you will get there. But you got to know what you're doing. And especially when there's 3,000 people per role, you better know what you're doing, or you just, you're wasting time. Holy shit, you guys have a lot of questions. All right, let me look at them. Here we go. Let me just go right through them. Answer. Okay. Oh God. Okay, let me go way back up here. Here we go. Let's see. How many credits, not background, do you need to have on a professional resume? You don't need to have any specific amount of credits, Jay Bats. You just keep getting credits. Every time you book a job, you put it on your resume. There's no specific amount. A working actor just works and keeps getting credits. What's the first step in making a demo reel? Picking out the material. This is for Teflon Don. Picking out the material that you're going to record and making sure it's in your type of character that you would play. So for example, if you would play a nurse, it should be a nurse clip. If you would play a gangbanger, you'd have a gangbanger clip, right? If you play a doctor, you'd have a doctor clip. Do you think it's the same for Aussies? It's the same for actors everywhere. Get training, get materials that represent you and show people your best acting, and network with casting directors and learn how to audition and show up for your jobs. It's the same wherever you are. How do you overcome shyness? Well, Ricky Bott, the only way to overcome shyness is just do it anyway. You force yourself to take the action anyway. I live by a creed called contrary action. I wrote a whole book about it 10 years ago. It means you might be afraid, but you take the action anyway. You do it while you're afraid. after you've done it many times, you won't be afraid so much anymore, because courage comes after you do the thing you're scared of. It doesn't come before. Like if you're sitting around waiting till you have courage, you'll be waiting forever. If you take the action and you realize you didn't die from it, nothing bad happened, you survived, it's less scary. And every time you do it, it gets less scary. And then eventually you get comfortable, and then it becomes a habit and you're used to it. So how do you know if you're with a legit agent? I would look up the agent on IMDb Pro, and then look at some of the other actors they represent and reach out to them on Facebook and ask them if they like their agent. What is your advice for becoming an actor as an androgynous looking person and worrying about your types? Well, don't worry about your types, Ren. You're going to play what you are. Okay. If you're androgynous, then you're going to play those kind of roles where you're androgynous, and be glad, because there are a lot of people that can't play that. So just be who you are and play the roles that you can play. Don't worry about it. Just learn how to act. Be a great actor. That's what's important. Hi, E. Whitfield. I am the mother of 3 working actors, and your advice has carried me along the way. I'm happy. Hold on to her words, guys. She's an amazing manager, and if you listen, it will take you far. Thank you. It's true. I coach 59,000 actors in my Facebook group, and I have 1,200 actors taking my Winner Circle course that I work with one-on-one. And believe me, those actors go 10 times further than actors who don't have any mentorship or don't know what they're doing. But that's the difference between people who really want it and people who just say they want it. There's the difference. The people who really want it invest in themselves, they purchase the course, they do the work, and then they have the results. And when they turn on the TV, they can watch themselves or tell their family and friends, hey, I'm on Grey's Anatomy on 9 o'clock, go watch it. The people who say they want it make excuses for why they don't do it. They still don't have my course, and they're just wondering why they don't know what they're doing. And they just talk about it. And 2 years later, they'll still be talking about it. And 5 years later, they'll still be talking about it. And so those people don't really want it, or they do, but they're too scared to actually take action. And you can't help everybody. I try to give the advice to people who want it and who'll take it, because those people will work on TV. The rest of the people are just. So let's keep going. What if you don't have Facebook? Get it. How big a production does it have to be considered professional? Well, if you get paid, it's professional. How to manage school and acting? I don't know. A lot of people manage school and acting. Go to school and take acting classes after school or during school, and if it's part of your curriculum, and do the best you can. Do theater in school. Do plays in your community. Start with theater if you need to. How to manage school and acting. Yeah. Have you ever heard of RADA? Of course, Royal Academy of Dramatic Arts. It's an amazing opportunity. If you can train there in England, go. Should I move to LA? I don't know you, so I can't give you advice on whether you should move to LA or not. I mean, I don't know where you live, Olivia. I don't know how old you are. I don't know your story. So I don't know if you should move to LA, but actors move to LA or Atlanta, New York, to do TV and film and to get really good training in those big cities. But you can train on Skype from wherever you are and learn from great teachers. Watching from Australia, and you are a pilot. Hallelujah. How cool. Thank you for helping us and believing in our dreams, Lisa Diamond. You're welcome. Musician friendly. Mama Wendy helping us become better actors. That's right. That's my job. Hey, Wendy, how do I get more auditions? Well, I don't know where you live. I don't know where you are. See, that's why when you work with me one-on-one in my Winner's Inner Circle, we can have a conversation about your career and where you live and how old you are and what kind of experience you have. And then you can show me your resume and I can see what's missing on it, what kind of training you still need, or where you are in your career and what else you need to do to get more auditions. I can tell you so much more if I can see all your materials. I can give you really good advice, but just generally like this, how do you get more auditions? Submit to jobs on Backstage, LA Casting, Casting Networks, New York Casting, 1-800-CASTING, wherever city you live in. Look on Facebook for auditions. Look on casting directors' websites on Facebook for auditions. Yeah. What is a good college major to go for? I've done many shows. I signed to a talent agency. I've done many acting classes. I'm 15. Well, listen, I can't give you that advice. I don't know you. I can give you that advice if you're in my private mentorship group where I can talk to you, but you're saying, what's a good college major? I don't know what your interests are. You have to follow something, find something you love to do that you can make a living at. Find something other than acting, okay? Find a craft, a trade other than acting. How do I find a decent acting coach? I don't know where you live, but my suggestion is go online, type in top acting coaches in whatever city you're in and see what comes up. What do you mean? What do agents mean when they say, tell me about yourself? Well, they mean tell them interesting things about you. Every actor should have like 4 or 5 things they can tell someone about themselves, ready to go, memorize, that you can talk about. It doesn't mean you'd never say, well, I'm an actor and I really dreamed about it all my life. You never say things like that. Nobody wants to hear about those dreams. You have them, but nobody wants to hear about that. Talk about places you've trained. Talk about a funny story. Talk about a great moment you had on set. Talk about something that you've done, like climb Kilimanjaro. Talk about a language you speak. What is the easiest way to get a good agent in LA? There's no easy way to get an agent. In order to get an agent, you need to have outstanding headshots. You need to have acting clips that match your type. You need to know what your type is. You need to know what to write in cover letters. You need to have an awesome package. That your online Actors Access, your profile has to be perfectly filled out. You need to know what to say to them in meetings and how to network them, how to get their interest in the first place, because they get hundreds and hundreds of submissions every week. So that's a very big question. You can do showcases in front of agents and see if someone's interested in signing you. But if they like you and then they go to your Actors Access and it's not filled out right and their resume's wrong and you don't have a good demo reel, then that meeting is going to go nowhere. They're not going to sign you. So I teach all of that in my course. It's too much information to tell you right now. Other than do showcases. Attend an acting school that brings in agents and managers at the end of the class that you can do your work in front of. But remember, they have thousands of choices. So you better really have your stuff together. Most actors fail because they don't know the business. They don't have their package together. Their headshots are not interesting. Their headshots don't look like them, or your headshots don't reflect your type. Your demo reel doesn't start on you. The footage is bad. The acting is bad. Just things like that. Agents don't have any interest in that. And that's where most new actors fail. And they usually you guys get tired of trying. You try and try and try, and nobody's responding, and you wonder why. I'm a professional who gets actors signed every day. I pick up the phone and I get an agent like that. If I think they're ready. If their package is fantastic. If their package is not, I'm not doing that for anybody. Is it smart to have representation in different states like LA or New York? Well, Keisha, if you have a representation in New York, but you're not there for auditions, there's nothing they can do for you. You got to be in New York. So what's the point of having an agent in New York and an agent in LA? You got to be in one of those places to audition on a regular basis. So pick a state and focus on that state and focus on building your career in that state first. Then once you're well known, you can have people in different parts of the country. I need help in front of camera videos. I don't know what that means. Hi, Wendy. What is your advice becoming an actor? Okay, we talked about that. Do casting directors like people with a social media following? Henderson, some casting directors who do feature films, indie small feature films that don't have a lot of money for a budget, they will like people that have a social media following. But television, we don't really care what social media following you have. When you are on a television show, though, however, we may say go live tweet and live stream with your audience. So having a social media following will happen naturally once you become successful in a TV show. Okay, a good acting coach is Dana Bowling. Yep. What is the difference between Chicago and Los Angeles for commercial work? Nothing. They both have commercials. You have to live in whichever state, Jazzy, because you can't live in Chicago and have a commercial agent in LA. Commercials come up like same day. Your agent will call you at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and say, hey, can you be there at 4 today? And from Chicago, you're not going to get there. So they both have a commercial market. Obviously, LA has a bigger market for everything, but Chicago has a perfectly fine commercial market. Is it true you worked with Isabella Ferreira? I don't remember. I've worked with so many actors, I can't even remember their names anymore. I'm trying, I don't even know who that is, so I don't know who that is. I'm gonna be in an upcoming war film next year. Is there anything that you think I should ask anyone on set? I don't even know what that question means, Jordan. I mean, what do you want to ask people? Just go do your job. Show up, act, go home. Would high school theater be credible for my resume? If you're in high school and you do theater, you put it on your resume. If you are an adult and the last theater you did was in high school, put it on your resume. Just don't put your high school theater name. I mean, if you did it at John Hopkins High School, just put John Hopkins Theater. Keep it simple. What's a good college major? Okay, we already did that. I need on-camera classes to practice, but there's none in my country. Can you believe? What do I do? Well, there's a course online called The Actor's Toolbox by Amy Linden. And she teaches you how to break down scripts. And my suggestion is get a camera, your iPhone, put it on a tripod, learn how to break down scripts from her, and then practice scripts and put yourself on camera. And just practice every day putting yourself on camera for now until you can get to a place that has acting classes with cameras. You're in the beginning pieces of my book, still reading. Good for you, title. I'm a child actor. I need some help managing school and acting. Well, I don't know why you're talking to me as a child actor. Okay, your parents should be talking to me. I live in Seattle. What resume format is recommended for LA and what is recommended format for New York? Ricky, if you're in New York, a lot of times theater goes at the top if you're pursuing theater. If you're pursuing film, put your film on top. If you're pursuing TV, put your TV on top. What's a great college I can get training at? That's too big of a, I don't know. I know thousands of colleges that you could get training at. What cities, what state? What are you talking about? I live in Trinidad and Tobago. There isn't much of a way to break into acting here. I'm sorry, there is. You can create a web series, shoot it with people right there in your country on an iPhone and put it on YouTube. And if you get millions of viewers because the content is great, Netflix will come to you and ask you. You can pitch it to online streaming companies. So you can get started anywhere in the world now. That's what the internet does for all of us. Question, as a talent manager, would you take on someone like me right out of high school? I'm attending an arts high school for theater, assuming I'll be here until 12th grade. I take on new actors all the time coming right out of high school. But, they have to set up an Actors Access account. They need to start submitting themselves for projects and book student films and short films and web series. And they need to be in LA. Otherwise, what am I going to do with an actor who lives in Kansas? They can't get to an audition if I have one for them at 3 o'clock. How do I feel about kids casting? I don't have any issue. What do you mean? How do I feel about kids casting? Kids get cast. I don't know what you mean. What's your advice for an aspiring actor in the Bahamas? Get acting training. Train. What does it mean to get the same feedback in auditions? I have great energy, great talent, and I always get follow-up emails saying how good I am. It just means you have great energy, great talent, and they liked it. You guys make things way more complicated than they are. What does it mean? It means that. It also means keep training, coach when you have an audition, coach, get a coach, get on Skype, work with your acting teacher, and really work on your scene before you have your audition. That helps you get more bookings. What's a good college major? That's up to you. Is communication something good and reliable? I am from Connecticut, Kevin. Yeah, I'm from Hamden, Connecticut. Let's see. What's a college major? Major in something you can make money at. Your connection's unstable. Please wait while we try reconnecting. I don't know if you can still see me while it's reconnecting. So get a degree in something you can make money at. That's my suggestion, Kevin. Okay, Jay Batts, part 3 question. If your part automatically gets tagged to your IMDb, does that mean it was important? No. It just means you did something. Don't make these things mean a lot of things. There's so many actors who work and have IMDb credits. If you want to be a working actor, you just keep training and keep working. Training and working. Actors who are on series are also taking classes. In between movies, they're taking classes. You never stop training, just like an athlete never stops training. When you stop training, that's when you stop being good. If you graduate, I skipped ahead. Oh my God, you guys have so many great questions. I can never get to all of these. You have 200 questions, people. And see, I know you guys need the help. So I'm telling you, invest in yourself, and invest in get my course. My course will help you. And listen, Cyber Monday is coming up on Monday. You can take $100 off my course. So it'll only be $195. It's cheaper than 4 weeks of acting classes. And you can use the course for 5 years to guide you through your headshots, your acting clips, your auditions, getting the right training, getting an agent, getting a manager. And you have access to me to give you guidance and help. And if you already have the course or you don't have the course, join my Winner's Inner Circle, my mastermind group, because you can pay $20 a month. That's it. And then you can go live in the group with me. We can talk about every month. I do 2 live coaching sessions where we can talk one-on-one about your specific situation. Because I can't answer questions that are basic, I mean, I don't know you. I don't know you well enough. I don't know your situation or where you're from or what your resume looks like, what experience you've had. So I can't give you personalized guidance. I can just give you basics. But if you want personalized guidance, then work with me personally. Join my Winner's Inner Circle, take my mentorship. It's $19 a month, and we can work together. Okay, I'll try to answer as many questions as I can. I can't answer vague ones I don't know. E. Whitfield, take her course, buy her book. She's literally giving you step-by-step instructions. Yes, I do. I give you step-by-step instructions. And not just bullshit. I mean, the real deal. Like, what happens when I sign an actor? What do I do? From the minute I say hello to them, they walk in the door, to the minute they're on television and I'm watching them on TV going, I put that actor there. What do I do? Because that's happened so many times I can't count. Hi, nice to meet you. And a year later or 2 years later, there you are on television. Let me take a screenshot of that, because that's my actor. That's my actor, right? I want that to be you, but you can't be there just trying to figure it out on your own. It's not going to work. Monday, I get fitted to do a play. Good for you. How long does it take to be ready for an audition after joining an acting class? However long it takes you to get good. If you practice 3, 4, 5 days a week, you're probably going to get good faster, Spidey girl, than someone who only practices 1 day a week. This is not about what counts. What counts for training? What counts on my resume? No, what makes you a good actor? If you are an athlete and someone wants to be a professional athlete on a professional football team like the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're not thinking, does my high school training count? No, they're thinking, how am I a good player? Do I understand the game? Do I understand how the game is played? Do I have strategy? Do I know how to beat the other team? Do I have plays that are going to make me more competitive? Everything counts towards you being successful. Everything counts towards you becoming better, towards you getting good. But it takes hard work to get good. So do everything you can. Acting is not easy. This business is not easy. Not everybody makes it. Not everybody lands on television. But actors who work very hard and get good training and really learn how the business works, and they have strategy and they know what to do, they can work in television. That can be you if you do the work, How about my type of role? I don't know you, Cynthia. I can't give you that. If you join my mentorship program, I can talk to you all about that, girl. Let's see. Oh, okay. I can't answer these questions. You guys are asking me I would love to become an actress because I'm in acting classes in college. I would love to continue this course in life, but I'm nervous. What I need to do to make my dreams come true? Tips? Keandra, tips. You don't need tips. You need real suggestions for what actions to take. You need to create an Actors Access profile. Then you need to know your type. Then you upload your headshots. Then you make acting clips. You create your own, and you need to know how to do that. And then you submit yourself for projects, and you learn how to audition, and you get coached, and then you book the jobs, and then you repeat. And if you don't know how to do all of that, then go into my private group, take my course, Hollywood Winner Circle, or join my mastermind group and learn how to do it. Okay? Otherwise, you're just dreaming. You gotta, to make your dream come true, like you're asking, Keandra, it takes very specific work. Like if you said to me, how do I become an architect? I'm going to say you need to go to school and learn all about architecture. Then you have to intern, I think, for 5 years underneath an architect before you get your license as an architect. There's specific steps to becoming an architect. There's specific steps to becoming a lawyer. There's specific steps to becoming an actor. So if you want to know how to do that, you have to get training to learn how to do that. Okay, lots of credit casts. I could never get an agent. Well, I don't know what your materials might not be very good, you know your type, but yes, you should look for agents outside your hometown. But Lisa, these are the kind of things where if you did a Skype consultation with me, I would look at your materials and I'd tell you what's wrong with them. If you can't get an agent to believe in you, that means you're not giving them a package that's good enough to sell you with. If an actor comes to me and says, hey, I think I could be an actor. And I say, okay, well, what are you showing? What do you have? Well, I don't have anything. Do you have acting clips? No. How can I, if I call a casting director and say, hey, I've got this amazing actor, I think she could be really good for that part. And they say, okay, send me tape. And I don't have any tape. What can I do? I can't do anything. There's no tape, but you just have to believe me she's a good actor. That's fine if you're a star. There's no tape on Leo DiCaprio. You all know who he is. He's a great actor. He doesn't need a tape. When you're brand new, you have to prove that you're a good actor. And you have to do it by having acting clips, a demo reel. And if you don't have those things, and most actors have shitty demo reels, so you have to learn how to get a great one. It takes work. This doesn't happen easy, kids. So I don't know what you mean. Okay, can you put a commercial work on resume? No, it doesn't go on a resume. You don't put commercials on a resume because let's say you do a Pepsi commercial and then next year another soda commercial wants to hire you and they see Pepsi on your resume, they just won't even audition you. It's called a conflict. You can't be selling Porsche and Ford at the same time. So you don't put commercials on your resume at all. What's the group called? Okay. A free group that I have set up is called Talent Managers for Actors. For actors who want to go beyond that, who want to train with me one-on-one personally, because they really are taking their career seriously. There's a course called the Hollywood Winner's Circle, which I created. It's so fucking great. It's never been, nothing like this has ever been created before. It is so brilliant. And actors who are taking the course are getting agents, they're signing to managers, they're auditioning, they're getting straight offers from the network. They are doing co-stars, guest stars, series regulars, they are booking. Because what I teach, it works if you do the work. And then if you want to just pay $20 a month and join my mentorship group, that's the most affordable way for you to get coaching with me right off the bat. And my suggestion is if you really want to be an actor, you'll do that. My advice is invaluable. Thank you. I do mentor actors in other countries. I think we have 1,200 actors taking the course now, and in my private group, they're from all over the world. They're from all over the world. And my advice works for actors all over the world. John Casablancas. Look, I went to John Casablancas when I was 18 years old. My daddy didn't know any better. That's not real acting training. That's like modeling. They teach you how to put your makeup on and do some runway. Don't spend your money on that. Take real acting classes on camera with legit acting teachers. Mom Wendy, hey, coming back to LA. This is lifestyle changes. Coming back to LA to stay very soon. Acting classes are limited where I live. Need to really build my resume with acting classes. Should I meet with you before doing so? Every actor should talk to me if you want to know what to do. I'm not going to do any in-person meetings right now because I'm going to be out of the country for a couple of weeks, but you can Skype with me, set up a Skype consultation. Just go to my website, Wendy Alane Wright, and you can set up a Skype consultation. And I'm going to be working and I do a lot of Skype consultations, whether I'm in the country or not. I'm working on a course, an online course for international actors. So I'm going to be abroad interviewing actors and working on the course. But I will be doing so much Skype consultations while I'm out of the country because I don't do in-person ones when I'm gone. Brad Heller and the Heller Approach are fantastic, Laura. Where to go or who to connect and contact in New York City to get in the film industry? Come on, Devin, that's such a big question. I don't know. There's so much you need to do, but my suggestion is start taking acting classes with someone named James Ciccone. It's spelled Ciccone. James, Ciccone, You can find him in my Facebook group, Talent Managers for Actors. You can find him online. He has a course called Show Up to Book the Role. Show Up to Book the Role. He teaches that in person in New York. I teach a course called ABCs of Show Business in Los Angeles. And both of us can help you. When I'm teaching that course, if you're in LA, you should take that course. What should I do if I don't have much of an acting scene? Should I keep doing my research and move? I live in Trinidad, Tobago. Find an acting school, find acting classes, find other people that are making movies and work with them. Write, create plays. Chicago is definitely a viable place, Bridget, to start acting. You can train at Second City. There's 5 shows that are casting there. There's such good, there's the Piven Acting Studio there. Jeremy Piven's mother is the teacher. Oh man, what a great school. There's so much good training in Chicago. Lots of films and student films, short films, web series. Okay. I take the bus to New York every weekend. I just want to know where and what I should be doing when I get there. That's like a lot of information you want from me. I can't give you that in a 15-minute conversation. You need guidance, step-by-step guidance. You're talking about 10,000 actors that are going to move there to New York this year to become an actor. You really need to know what you're doing. If I were you, I would suggest you train with me. Hey, KV, you're watching from India. Awesome. I'm going to be in India in a couple weeks. Not everyone needs my course. Thanks, Miguel. Yeah, if you don't want to take my course, don't take it. This is for people that actually want to learn how the business works, what steps to take, how to get great materials. I just speak from the fact that I look at thousands of actors' submissions every year for the last 20 years. And most of them are terrible. Most of them have terrible headshots, bad demo reels. I mean, for example, here's a common mistake. 2 white girls, blonde hair in the same demo reel. Whose reel is it? Also, why? Let's make sure the connection's there. My connection is unstable. Please, okay. 2 white girls, blonde hair, blue eyes, same height, same age in a demo reel. Whose demo reel is it? And second of all, why would you sell your own competition in your own reel? Actors make so many mistakes. That's why I created the course. If you don't need it, you don't have to take it. And if you can figure it out on your own, you're welcome to figure out on your own. I mean, that's your choice. Thanks, Wendy. You're helping me you're welcome. Be the best actor you can be. Yep. Is Boston a good place for acting? Any place is pretty much a good place for acting. If you want to start, you have to start by taking classes. And now that we have online training, you can coach with incredible coaches wherever you live. Like Trinidad, Tobago, you can be training with, there's a great coach named Rod Rowland in Atlanta, or Alex Collins in Atlanta, Sherry Shaw in LA, Margie Haber, Amy Linden. There's so many acting coaches that you can work with just like this online. You don't have to be in the major cities to get great training. Can you put callback auditions on a resume? No, you don't put any auditions on a resume. Do you have advice when to move to LA from New York? I'm 14. And, I don't give advice to anybody except adults. Hey, Wendy, I'm currently working as a junior talent manager at Dreamscope Entertainment. Oh, good. What are things other than pitching to casting directors and day-to-day ops can I do to help more? Well, it really comes down to the talent you sign, in my opinion. You have to pick people that can book the job. You have to pick people that have great packages. You have to pick people that really understand it's a business. They invest in their headshots. They don't try to shoot with their friends. My brother shot this. They actually go pay for headshots and they get really competitive pictures. They need to have outstanding clips, really great footage, and they need to be available for every audition, and they need to be great actors. You can't sign people because you feel bad for them. You can't sign people because they have a dream and you want to help them. You have to pick people that can book the room. They have to have outstanding audition skills. So just be very selective in who you pick. If you only represent 100 people, pick the best 100 people you can find, and don't waste your time with people that aren't good enough. They're not ready, and you won't make any money off of that, and you won't get them on TV. You won't be successful. So you have to be smart about who you sign, very strategic, if that helps you. And I love helping talent managers, so I'm happy to help you. I'm in the Army, trying to explore my passion outside the Army. Should I take acting classes? Absolutely. And the Army will pay for that, right? So go to film school. You have a big first audition period with the Disney Channel. Do I have advice? Get coached. Get on the phone or Skype with Dana Gurgley or Giovanni Espiritu or Kim Crandall or Jack Turnbull. You can look up all these people online and get some coaching before you go to that audition. I know that it's beneficial to have other talents besides acting. Are there any talents that are less desirable? Well, I don't need to list every talent that's less desirable. Brian, that's a waste of time. What I can tell you is learn a language, learn dialects, learn how to speak with a New York accent, a Southern accent, a British accent, learn different languages. Let's see. So many great questions. I'm so excited. Let's see. Is acting more about promoting yourself or training? It's both. It's show business. The show part means you learn how to act. You learn how to work in front of a camera or on stage. You learn how to audition in the room. You learn how to break down your script. You learn how to interact with other actors. You learn how to memorize dialogue. You learn how to make it believable and how to tell a story and be authentic. That's the acting part. The business part is marketing. Marketing, marketing, marketing. Social media marketing, networking, meeting casting directors, networking with agents, staying in touch with people, getting representation, selling yourself through your tools, your online profiles, your websites, your Actors Access, your headshots, your acting clips. If your marketing is bad, your product is bad. If your product is bad, nobody's going to buy it. So as an actor, a sophisticated actor who works in today's market, you have to be good at both. You have to be a great actor and a great marketer. And that's why I teach in my courses, because the marketing part throws everybody off, and that's where they almost usually fail. Even great actors who don't know how to represent themselves, don't know how to make connections, don't know how to network with people, they don't go very far. So it takes a combination of both, which is why it's called show business. Can you get an agency in Phoenix, Arizona? A Chapstick for Life. Yeah, go. If you live in Phoenix, Arizona, you can get an agent in Phoenix, Arizona. There's Danny's agency. There's Robert Black Ford agency. What makes there's there's Figarn Mares in New Mexico. What makes an interesting versus uninteresting headshot? You should have something going on in your mind when you're shooting a headshot. It shouldn't just be like posing. You should be thinking thoughts of a character. The camera should pick up thoughts, energy. Please answer this. Do you know Don Richardson? Nope. I had my first big one. Okay. Would it be pointless to attend an open casting call with no experience besides school plays and theater classes? Well, if you have become a pretty good actor doing school plays and theater classes, and you've learned a lot and you've been practicing every day in your training, and you go to an open call, they might find something about you that is amazing. I had an actor once go to an open call, and then the head of Nickelodeon contacted me and said, "We love your client." His name was Isaac Arelanis. I don't represent him anymore, but I represented him. I got him started. And he did an episode of The Night Shift. It was his very first role he ever got. It was a guest star on a network television show. And he had no real experience other than acting training. He'd done a whole bunch of local commercials. But he was great in the audition with Nickelodeon. And then he booked a pilot for a brand new TV show on Nickelodeon as a main character. I mean, he was pinned for that. I mean, so the good things can happen if you're talented, What do you mean by type? I mean, if you're tall and thin and kind of dorky, you might play a nerd. You might play a drug addict. If you're a big muscular guy, you're going to play a jock. Everybody has a type. Whatever kind of type you are, you have to understand what that is, because you're going to be cast based on your type. And if you don't know what kind of type you are, you can't play everything as an actor. So you got to know. I'm shy to make videos. Well, Cynthia, get over it. You have to force yourself through the shyness and do it anyways. When I first started as a singer, I was very shy to sing in front of people. I forced myself to get over it. And eventually I was singing in front of 5,000 people on live television, and I made over 60 CDs. I've sung on over 60 CDs. So you can be shy or afraid, but you have to push yourself through it and get over it. You just have to get over it, honey. I went to an agency called George Casablanca. It sounded sketchy. They want to pay money working with them. I don't know what maybe you mean John Casablanca, and I don't know what that is. George Casablanca, I don't know what that is. John Casablanca is a school that doesn't really teach you how to be an actor. It's just, like a modeling school. Do you think actors, this is Hannah Baker, do you think actors should go to college or focus on acting? Well, you can focus on acting by taking classes online on Skype or taking acting classes and still go to college. It's not one or the other. Should a Canadian actor consider moving to LA before success? You can have success in either place. Canada has a great market in certain places, Vancouver. They shoot a lot of shows. Hey, Wendy, I live in London. Do you know how to get started in industry from where I live? Of course I do. Just because I'm in the United States, I have actors I've signed from all over the world. I work with actors from all over the world. Yes, of course I know what to do. That's why I'm a talent manager. That's because I know what to do. Let's see. What else should I do if there are no major agents in my town? Well, create your own content. Write your own films. Shoot your own, put yourself in movies. Work with other filmmakers, create theater productions. What did Tyler Perry do? He wrote his own plays. He put himself in them. He put them on. People loved them. They sold out. He got a lot of news press. Then people loved his plays so much, he was able to turn them into movies. I mean, you have to be resourceful. Don't wait for people to give you opportunities. If you live in a market where nothing's going on, make something happen. Okay, you guys, there's so many questions here. I can't possibly answer all of these. I want to, but I can't, I'll try to answer a few more, but it's a lot of questions. I have dreads and mixed. Should I cut my hair or try to be an actor with it? You can try to be an actor with it, but sometimes your dreads will get in the way if they don't want to hire an actor with dreadlocks. And sometimes it will make you right for the role if they're trying to hire an actor with dreadlocks. So you'll have to see if you get more auditions with them or not. Let's see. I want to be an actor. I have a question. Will it be hard for me? I'm Chinese, Burmese. There's people of all races that are actors. It can be all kinds of sizes, shapes, colors, races. What do you do if you tried your hardest and taking classes and things, but you're not naturally good? Listen, if you're not naturally good, keep training. I mean, are you training 3 days a week? Are you training 5 days a week? How often are you training, Peyton? Are you training 1 day a week? Let's see. On a scale from 1 to 10, how many actors have confidence in their own abilities? Not a lot, but not until you're trained. Once you have a lot of training and you know you're really good, then you have a lot of confidence in your abilities. It doesn't mean you're guaranteed to get the role, but at least you know you're good. I think to be an actor, you have to know that you're really good and that you're better than the other people in your class. Okay. Is the Hollywood Winner Circle available for teens or just for adults? I think you can take it with your parents. It's appropriate for teens, but I don't suggest any actor do any of the things I'm saying if you're underage, unless you have parents or doing it with you. You need permission for everything. So nothing in my course, you shouldn't take any advice and do anything without getting permission from your parents. But yes, the course is great for teenagers. I have a lot of teenagers and their parents taking the course. It really changes your understanding of the business. It changes it makes you aware of what you really have to do, and then it tells you how to do it. Because mostly if you're starting out, you think you know, but you don't know. You don't know. And you also think that it's going to be easy, and it's not. It's going to be very hard, but it's easier if you know what to do. It's like you're saying you want to sail across the ocean, but you don't even know how to build a boat. And someone comes along and says, well, I'll show you how to build a boat and I'll give you all the tools to do it. I'll give you the wood, and you're like, no, I'm going to figure it out on my own, but thanks. Well, good luck. There's somebody else who's going to take your advice and take your tools and build their boat and be sailing up the ocean, and they're going to sail right by you while you're still on shore trying to figure it all out your own, yourself. I don't know. Take advice, get guidance, learn from people who've been where you want to be and who know how to put people there. Do you think a 27-year-old like me would be able to make it in acting by working from the bottom up? Yes, I do, Samantha. You got to be a good actor. So take a lot of classes, learn how to put your package together. I suggest you take my course, girl. That's why I created it. I expect every single actor in the world who wants to be an actor to take the Hollywood Winner Circle course. I made it to make your life easier. I made it so that you don't have to be confused, because I've been in Hollywood long enough to see thousands of actors fail because they didn't know what they were doing. And I've seen them fail for so many of the same reasons. And I covered all those reasons in the course. So you don't have to be another failure in this business. You can be a winner, which is why it's called the winner circle. Okay. What do I feel? Okay, so I've got 10 more minutes. What do you feel the advantages are for the actor to have a talent manager as well? You have two people who believe in you and are both fighting for you to get opportunities. I live in Montgomery, Alabama, Winchester. I think I want to go to Atlanta to continue training out of high school. Yes, it would. And my suggestion is train with Alex Collins or the people over at Drama Inc. or the Alliance Theater. They're fantastic. Would you still recommend Eureka Lewis as a way to find out? Yes, I would. Bridget, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're welcome. I've been watching you for years. Hi, Shyam. And this has really changed my life because I'm actually doing actions. Yes. You know, I can sit here till I'm blue in the face and tell you guys it's all about actions. But literally, if I want to get in shape, I have to actually eat less and exercise more. It's not going to happen by me sitting there wishing it. You know what I mean? If you want to do anything, it's going to be actions, actions. When creating a goal, we think of it as this idea to achieve, but the path leading to it isn't thought fully of. I love your channel and work that shows the path. Well, listen, I've had a lot of success in my life, okay? I'm financially very well off. I own many properties. I own many very expensive cars. I have a lot of expensive jewelry. I mean, all those kind of things that are materialistic. You know, I've traveled all over the world. I've lived my dreams. I've done the things that matter to me. I'm very successful in my life because I take a lot of actions, and I take them even when I'm scared to death. You know, even when I'm scared that I'm not good enough, or scared that I might fail, or scared that someone might be better than me. I take the action anyway. I have this thing right here, our educational company. When I first, 2015, when I first realized that actors were stuck, they really didn't have a place to go to get the guidance that I provided, that they didn't have the Talent Managers for Actors website that I created, the Facebook group. Right now, there's 59,000 actors in there that I'm coaching. 59,000 actors, because I know what I'm doing. And those people, I brought in 150 agents and managers, friends of mine, to come in and help me teach you guys how it works. It's a free platform. It did not exist before I thought of it, but it took so much work. I mean, imagine I had to contact all these agents and managers. I had to convince them all to come in the group. I have to go in the group. I have to get all of them to come in and answer. I had to bring in acting teachers and working actors and coaches. I've had to work 10 hours a day on that project for 3 years. You know, and we finally launched that course last year. And then that platform. And then I created the winner circle. How did I do it? I remember writing this down. I literally wrote it. Remember how J.K. Rowling wrote her ideas down on a napkin? I literally wrote my idea for my courses down on a napkin, like J.K. Rowling. And I wrote down, look at it, this is like pages of all the mistakes actors make and things they could do differently. And I put it, and I said, you know, one of these days, and I have it right here, winner circle, inner circle, TMFA. Teaching about everything. And I put this in here. I said, this is my goal. For the next 10 years, this is all I'm going to do. I am going to teach actors how this business works. I'm going to get every actor in the world to take the course. No actor is going to be stuck, confused, lost, give up. No actor is going to have to fail, because I'm going to dedicate my life to helping actors. And then I put my little thing together. Look at it. How to get a demo reel, how to self-tape, how to create auditions, how to get headshots, how to get an agent, how to get work without an agent, how to get the right photographer, how to meet casting directors, everything actors need to know. And I created courses to teach you guys this. And then I called this my education company. And guess what? 3 years later, it exists. And it's almost a 7-figure business now. From an idea to the reality, because I did the work nonstop for the past 3 years. And I will have another one of these when I have another idea, because I'm still working on teaching every actor what there is to know about this business. But the difference between work. Do you know how many hours I spent researching how to build websites, how to build online courses, how to market, how to get a good team together to work in your business, how to brand yourself? I mean, I spent how to build an audience on YouTube, how to build ebooks, how to build content. I had to do so much learning in order to be able to give you what you need. I had to do so much work. And you're going to have to do that kind of work if you want to be a successful actor. No one will hand it to you. No one. Success comes from hard work. I promise you. I'm successful in life because I worked very, very hard. Look it's 8:00 at night on a Saturday night. Why am I not out having fun? Well, I am. I'm talking to you guys, but I mean, I'm not out partying. I was working on Thanksgiving. I'm working right now. I'm trying to help actors. How hard are you willing to work? Because if you're not willing to work hard, you're not going anywhere. How hard are you willing to work for what you say you want? Are you really willing to do the work? Because if you are, I'll help you. If you're not, don't bother me. I only like to work with winners, people who really want to do the work. Okay. Hello, I live in Delaware. Do you think Delaware is a good place to be recognized as an actor? I think you can definitely start in Delaware. Absolutely. But start with student films, short films, web series, acting classes, on-camera classes, all that stuff. Wendy, thank you for all your positive energy and motivation. You're so welcome. Should I get a manager first? Well, a manager, Ducky, a manager manages something. So you have to come to them with something, right? Come to them with acting classes, come to them with theater experience, come to them with something. Little children can come to them with almost nothing. But when you get older, you're going to need to come to them with something. In a class, I want to be torn down so that I can put myself back together and improve. I like to be the worst in the class so I can grow. Shaheen, do you been listening to what I say? Because I say that all the time. Go to class and you can be the worst actor there. Don't let that discourage you. Learn and become the best actor there, and then leave that class and go to another one where you're the worst. And then over a year period of time, maybe you're going to be the best again. Then go again. You constantly have to expand and grow. I love Playhouse West in LA, David. Definitely a good place to learn Meisner. I spend my spoons on this actor thing. I don't know what it means, but it's funny. I live in Atlanta, so do you know any acting coaches around the area? Absolutely. Go to Drama Inc. and ask for Alex Collins. And he'll tell you tons of coaches, whether it's him or not, he'll give you a list. And also, if you join my Facebook group, Talent Managers for Actors, you can use the search bar and just type in Acting Coaches Atlanta, and tons of suggestions will come up. Type A, cool. Think, Mark, think one. Hey. I said Alex Collins, Winchester, has great courses and offers great advice. And he is a master of the Atlanta market. So you can learn a lot. Yes, Rod, Roland, and Sherry. Kay Young, good plan. Winner Circle to guide you through the business side of it. Rod Roland to train on the acting side. And Sherry Shaw, great teachers. They're going to really help. I love your plan. It's a great plan. Okay, you know what? I love you guys. I'm sorry I can't get to all of these questions. So many questions. I can't get to all of your questions. So if you have more questions and you want to work with me one-on-one, join my Winners Inner Circle Mastermind group. It's $20 a month. And once you join the group and you're inside, I can talk to you personally, one-on-one, about your acting career, your headshots, your acting clips, your acting training, how to meet casting directors, how to meet agents, every single thing about your career. I can mentor you. I'll be your mentor, your guide. I can help you. And if you want to take my online course, it's called the Hollywood Winners Circle. Just go to hollywoodwinnercircle.com. And you can find information about the private, the mastermind group with my private coaching or the course. All of it you can find on hollywoodwinnercircle.com. I look forward to working with you guys. Thank you for this hour being together. It's such an honor and a privilege to help so many talented, creative, passionate, beautiful people. I love actors. I I just went to see 21 Bridges last night, and Chadwick Boseman was amazing. I love it's just a binge watch the show with Dennis Quaid in it. First time I've ever seen him on TV. Listen, you actors are the most amazing people in the world. I personally am in love with you, all of you. I love that you tell stories. I love that this passion to be an actor is calling you, haunting you. I mean, I know it's tough because it haunts you, but when you get to get on set and do what you really love to do, which is be in front of the camera or in front of your audience and work, there's nothing like it. I remember when I became a singer, I used to be terrified at stage fright. I told you I was terrified of singing in front of people. Now, like, I'll sing in front of anybody. How many people are on my channel? 76,000? I love you so long ago. Well, let me think of a song. Let's see. Well, the fire outside is frightening, and my dear, it's so lightning. But as long as you let me know, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Look at, I have no fear. Zero fear. When I was a kid and I wanted to be a singer, I couldn't sing in front of a wall. I was so scared practically. You know, there was no way I'd sing in front of human beings. I worked for years on overcoming that. Even when I was creating my first albums and I had my first hit in Holland, it was a song called Feel the Rhythm, top 20 hit. And then I had to do videos for MTV and VH1 and BET. I was scared on set, but I did it anyway. I was scared in the studio, but I did it anyway. I was scared on live television, but I did it anyway. I was scared in interviews, but I did it anyway. And then I wasn't scared anymore. And then like 10 years later, literally, I felt so free on stage. I felt so 100% free. I just felt like I'm in my zone. I'm doing what I'm made to do. And I feel comfortable. I worked very hard to get there. I went to counseling. I did therapy. I did self-help seminars. I talked myself into doing things I was afraid of. I did local TV shows. I did theater for 15 years before I was able to audition for Hollywood directors and writers and producers. I booked several television shows. I've done some TV movies. And then I realized I really rather manage actors. First, I was an agent, then I became a manager. And I'd really rather be pushing you. You know, I've done it. I want to help you do it. And that's where I found my really deep passion. So now I get to spend my life helping actors every single day. And you're worth it. Your dream is amazing. And you deserve to live the life that you really want to live, right? You have one life. You have got to follow your passion. You have to take chances. You have to invest in yourself, believe in yourself, and even when it's scary or hard, keep going. Don't quit. Just keep going. And don't think about like, I want to be a star, because stars are kind of an elusive thing. You know, nobody knows who's going to be a star. Nobody knows which actors are going to get hired for a job, or which shows are going to get picked up, or which movies are going to become successful. Nobody knows. Be a great actor. There are things you can control in life. You can't control if the network picks up your TV show, but you can control if you're a great actor. You can't control if the movie does well at the box office, but you can control what you say to an agent and the package that you send to them. You can control what's in your headshots. You can control what's on your acting clip. You can control your package on Actors Access, but you can't control how many movie tickets are sold. So focus on what you can control. And leave the rest to God, to the universe, and just show up and do what you're supposed to do. Just follow your dreams. And if you want my help, I will help you. It'd be my honor and it's my dream to help you fulfill your dream. And I just love the opportunity to be part of your success. So you guys, I'm gonna head out. By head out, I mean hang up from this and go watch TV and watch my actors work, because I love it. I'm going to binge something on Netflix. And I just want to say happy holidays to you guys. Remember, please, tell yourself good things about yourself. Okay, your head is going anyway. Blah, 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 blah. Always with thoughts. Let it tell you good things about you. Write good things about yourself. Put them all around your house to remind yourself, because you're special and amazing, and you can't let yourself forget it. You're capable of more than you know. You are capable of achieving more than you even think you deserve. You can do great things. Just take the action and have fun. Okay, kids, I love you all. God bless you. It was a wonderful hour. I'm happy to be a part of your life. Take care. Amazing. I love these people.